Let's take a look at the controls that you'll use to add lights, delete lights, and also to change the color and intensity of those lights. You'll find them right here under Light Controls. I'll go ahead and just tear this off for now. Put my hand here and just tear that off. And what we have are 3 lights in our scene by default. You can click on any of these little orbs here to reposition the light in your scene. And if you keep your mouse down and just simply move it up and keep moving your mouse up, the light goes behind your model and it just keeps rotating around it. And if I go left and right, same thing. So I can really get a good feel for what my scene's going to look like. I can do the same thing with any of these lights, by the way. If I want to know more about the light itself, all I have to do is click on it, and then I can look at its properties. So let me go ahead and look at the properties for this light over here. Let me go ahead and grab this light, and let me try to tear this parameter slider off. There we go. Now here are the parameters for the light. We have our intensity, our RGB controls, and the ability to move that light around with the dials. We can also go to the properties of that light, and we can also change the light we're dealing with by going to the lights menu at the very top. So there's light 1, light 2, and light 3. As you can see, we can include this light in the OpenGL preview. We can make the light visible or invisible. We can make it animate if we want to by having this selected. We can turn the light off or on with this guy here. We can have it cast shadows or not. And if we have shadows, we can go ahead and change those shadows. I'll talk more about those later on. You can also change the light very easily to a different type of light. For example, spot, infinite, point, and diffused image-based lighting, or IBL. I'll talk more about that as well. I'm also going to talk more about the different types of lights coming up. But for now, let's talk about how to add a light and to delete a light. Over here in our light controls, I can click on a little sun here to create a light. And when I do this, we have a new light, and we can move it around. As you can see, it's light 4. Now let's talk about deleting this light. Well, I'll click on it one time, and then click on the garbage can for delete light. And that's the basics of the light controls. We'll get more in depth in this section.